welcome to the Let's Talk About Sex session with lovely Dr. Martha, who's a sexologist and been a peer mentor for over a year. Natalie's also a peer mentor as well.
I am Natalie. I'm a member and peer mentor. Get together. Live your life course.
We are going to talk about having better sex. Take it away.
Hi everyone, my name is Martha. I'm a relationship counselor and clinical sexologist, and very happy to be here. I've been in practice for 13 years. I work with individuals and couples. I also work with people with disabilities for the last 3 years. I've got to know about your organization through the virtual sexuality and disability festival that I was running called Love Abilities 3 years ago. Okay, so there are 3 columns in this slide, and you really need to separate to before, during, and after sex. So whether it's sex by yourself or sexually with someone else or with different partners, it's really good to also practice this by yourself. Okay, so I know it doesn't make sense when you're by yourself, like to run through it by yourself, but really you'd be surprised if you just drop the question into your body will actually give you an answer. So the first column, before sex, before it happens. So you do a check-in, like how am I feeling? So then if you're with a partner, you and your partner can do this check-in. So how are you feeling physically, emotionally, and mentally? So physically, are you tired? Are you sleepy? Do you need to go to the bathroom? Are you having your period? The mental will be, just know that we're going to have a great session, and just try to keep your mind empty. So this is where you can address the intention, the fears, what you plan to do for that session, and what you do not want to have happen. So that's like to address all the mental kind of concerns. And then there's the emotional part. So the emotional part, so this will be around safety and boundaries. So I think there's a difference between safety and boundaries. So safety is what you need to feel safe, to be willing to do something. Whereas boundaries is like, do not even go there. It really sets up the space so that you are on the same page. So the way forward would be, okay, after this, what do we do? How much time do we have? In general, I would say during sex itself, at the very, very basic fundamental level, the during, it's really important to understand, like, is your partner more of an open or close-ended question kind of a, and sometimes they really are not in the mood to talk too much during sex. During after sex, I really want to make sure that you're okay. So is it okay that I ask you yes, no questions? Are you in pain? Are you okay? Can we continue? These are very important things to at least make sure that both of you are on the same page. Sometimes it feels like going a bit into the unknown. You don't really know what to expect. You don't really know what you're supposed to feel. So you may have the best of intentions, and we are all in the midst of like learning about ourselves, learning about partners. So it's really, really okay that the outcome is not what you had wanted. But the whole point of it is you learn from, which is what was good. What was good about this session? What did you like about it? What would have been better for you? So that's why when we go into this debrief, often we see as some kind of like a judgment or like being put on the chopping block. Is really not about it, because even if the session was really bad, terrible, it was supposedly a failure, if you can learn something, you can learn 1 or 2 things about yourself or 1 or 2 things about how to be a better lover, then it's not a fail. It's not a fail. It's always going to be a win, a growth.
Could you use that if maybe you're not so strong, like verbally?
Before you meet the person, you can text them. You can say something like, hey, I'm really looking forward to seeing you. I am very shy, and I find it difficult to speak up when I'm nervous. So I really want us to have a good time. So I'm taking this opportunity to text you and express to you some of the things that I'm thinking and what I feel I need during the session. And you can also write it down. You can write it down so that when your partner is in front of you, you can pass them the piece of paper, get them to read it, and then spend a little bit of time talking about.
A really good point about visual cues is if you want to draw it as well, like if you wanted to say, oh, this is the drawing, this is what you can and cannot do.
Dr. Martha, thank you so much for your time and expertise. Mary and Natalie, thank you for joining us. And we'll see you all soon for the next Let's Talk About Sex event.
Oh, awesome. And if I could give you a virtual hug. This has just been amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bring you up. Yeah, come on.